Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
To throw is Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And the Bills at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Here he's got Graham. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On 1st down, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
first down, it's Watson.
Right back to Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
But that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Touchdown, Browns. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And that timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And some space here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down throw, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Watson on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jakeem Grant. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Finding Knox there, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Grant. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd and inches, Watson. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Give to Cook out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 121 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Allen now looks to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And here he's got Grant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Allen now on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's got a man, complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Down to about the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry,